Hi, this is Nita, or I go by Nita. Thank you for clicking on my video. Yeah, I was supposed to have a video already edited and uploaded prior to this one, but I didn't have enough storage, and I tried to put it over here, put it over there, and it still wouldn't work. So here we are. I am going to record this video, try to edit on my phone because it edit better on my iPad, but you didn't know all that, and just see how it goes from there. If the dogs start barking, I will go to a voiceover. I do use profanity. I'll work on it, but that's just me. Yeah, the next couple of spreads, if I film them, it was a trying couple of weeks, but I'm gonna try to stay prayed up and work on that and see what happens. So for this week, we are going to use this kit called Unwind by DEK Designs. This will be the second kit that I'm using. I don't know which one I recorded. I think the video that I edited was by the same shop. But anyway, so we're gonna try to figure out the format. So these are the full boxes, and I will try to stay in frame. You have additional boxes. See, I'm new to this, and hopefully I'll stop saying it, but it's like I see that those are boxes. But anyway, day covers. We can banish some little icons at the bottom. You definitely can see these better than the other kit. Bottom wash sheet, I already pulled the date covers, so you'll see some blankness. Yeah, the words, I don't really use those. Headers, some more washi. I wonder, should I mix that up with the other one? But anyway, checklist, some flags at the top, habit trackers, some boxes. I don't know the names, so I'm not gonna pretend that I do. Then here is some deco. She's pretty tall, so I might use her the next time I use this kit. And if I don't have enough boxes, hopefully that sounded right. And then I'm going to use these hole reinforcers. Yeah, I'm trying to shop my stash, and so I had those. I don't know if I'm gonna bring these hearts. And then I had these extra boxes I was gonna use, some foil words, and then I thought about pairing this with this. I don't know if it's gonna look right. I just wanted to use what I had, so yeah. The next time that I use this kit, because you tend to have leftovers, I think I'm just bring this in for the leftovers. Okay, so I'm gonna stop whatever I'm doing now, and I am going to lay down the base, and then I'll be back. All right, we're gonna do a voiceover, and hopefully this will work. If not, I'm just gonna have to upload the other mess that I had going on. Okay, so first thing I'm pointing to is this box right here, where I'm going to put like a timeline of how many weeks we have left until the baby shower, because this week we just been planning. That section right there, I didn't have anything to put, so I just used deco from the kit. If you seen this part already, because if you watched the beginning part before you got here, you seen the deco sheet. So I'm just starting out by putting the headers going across. And the only reason I'm doing a voiceover is because I used the phrase "and then," or I'm going to mark. Next, I'm going to mark. And I was like, I got tired of hearing that shit. And I know y'all would have got tired of hearing that shit. So I'm trying to do this voiceover. Starting out by putting the headers going across the top. Hopefully I can talk. I split it up between the first half of the week to the second half of the week just to make it a little bit easier. Yeah. So I'm going to try to stay with the video, but my ass is moving a little bit slow with putting these stickers down. So there we go. Okay. First thing that I marked is that I got glam. I'm trying to change my mood set. And so sometimes when I get up early enough and I have time to put my makeup on and make myself feel pretty, then my day seems to go a little bit better. Okay. After that, of course, I took my ass to work and I had to give me some coffee before I walked into that building. So I went to Scooters, which is like a cousin of Seven Brew. It's not as good as Seven Brew, but it's good. Seven Brew is sweeter. But anyway, and then following that, I had an observation because who doesn't love those? People coming in observing you, but they won't do it for you, like show you how to do it. Okay, but they have all these suggestions. Day didn't get better. It was kind of like a shitty day, just different stuff. It was the same stuff, different day. Okay. Next, I went to lunch, so I went and got me some nuggets, some chicken fillet, however you said. I got called for an interview. It didn't go anywhere. I mean, I went to the interview, but nothing came of it. So, yeah, I set that up. I had high hopes. Right now, you see me moving the stickers around because I suck at placing the stickers correctly. And everybody else I watch to do plan with me have it down to a science and they stickers just go down perfectly. But mine, on the other hand, didn't want to do right. Okay. So you will see me fight with some stickers throughout this, but hopefully it doesn't get on your nerves too much. But that is what I did. Okay. So yeah, I say a lot. I'm gonna try not to do that. I bathed Bailey when I got home from work. Bailey is my dog, if you do not know. And then I did some pre-planning for the meeting that we had Saturday for the baby shower. And so I was put in charge of the baby shower games, kind of coming up with the ideas for the prizes. I helped, but I didn't really buy a lot of things for the prizes. But that was my job. And then I had to get the invitations together, so I also did that. Um, is that all that I did for the baby shower? I think. Oh, and I ordered our shirts. So after that, I had to study for my final that I had coming up on Thursday, which I'm only taking one class since I have been back in school. And so, yeah, finishing off the night by having some hamburger helper. That shit was busting. Okay, it was a flashback to childhood. Don't sleep on hamburger helper. Okay, it was good. That's all. That's it. It was just that. Okay. Moving on to Tuesday, the first thing that I marked is that I had to have my coffee. I had coffee every single day this week, and I regret nothing. Okay. So yeah, I had to get coffee to prepare my mind for my work day. And of course, the next thing you're going to see me mark is that I was frustrated every day, just about. Okay. So for lunch, I had me some leftovers, so that, piped me right on up because I had that hamburger help. Okay. It did the trick. Uh, Moving on to that, after that, that little fact, leftovers, frustrating. I had to talk to my therapist, and my mom is my therapist. Don't have to pay for it, it's free of charge, okay? Um, so prepared me, or the talk with her prepared me for the rest of my day. It did turn out to be a rainy day this week, and I love the rain when I can stay in my house and enjoy it and take naps and read my books or binge watch and take some more naps. But I don't like it when I'm stuck at work. It doesn't sit well. So I had some Bailey time and let her do her and play and just enjoy my fur baby. So I did that before I had to tackle studying for my final. And I should have really studied more and better than I did, but I was just so tired with work. I, I was in the right mind space to really study for my final. So there we go. Moving on to Wednesday, of course, coffee. It was scooters because Seven Brew again wasn't on my way. Sometimes I venture off on my lunch to get Seven Brew, but that's all I can get. I can't get food to go with my coffee. It's just suck it up and just have coffee. I was irritated. You be like, damn, girl, you mad all the time. I was irritated. And it was just, I think we all been there. You work with people that walk around and don't do shit. And you up in your job or your area and kind of struggling, excuse me, and they walk around kikiing in the hallway, or and it's like, what? Anyway, so the next thing I marked is that I need a new job, and I went to Tropical Smoothie because I was not really hungry around lunchtime, and so, or I should say breakfast time, because I go to lunch early, and so I just went to Tropical Smoothie, and so I was pissed off because it was just stuff going on that didn't make no sense. Not saying that I do everything perfect, but they just was doing stuff that didn't make no sense. So I was kind of pissed off, you know? Mm, nothing more. That's about it. So I need the video to hurry up. I was talking about something, I don't really know. But if you want to know where any of these stickers are from, just leave a comment and I will let you know. If you're watching, it's okay. Um, so the next thing I am going to mark is I believe I went to Walmart to get some things, some shirts for tie dyeing. I think, is that when I went and got them? I'm looking at my notes. Yeah, wait, yeah, I had to go get them because they had to be tied for an event that was happening later on in the week. And then that, after that, what did I do? Oh, I had to study. And then I had some chili for lunch. Yes, I know this is in May. It wasn't your home style or homemade chili. It was like chili from a can, okay? Not the same, okay? So it was fine. Actually, I think it was like chili hot dogs or whatever, and I didn't want that. I just wanted the chili part. I had to try to ask, but that is what I had. Moving on to Thursday, coffee. I was feeling anxious this day. That's because this was the day of my final, and I'm trying to get into a program after I get all these other classes out the way that is very competitive, and I'm gonna have to up my game for this next class because I passed, but it's not a score or a grade that's probably gonna really make me competitive right now. So and then tomorrow I have a meeting with an advisor from one of the schools that I'm thinking about trying to go to. So that should be interesting. And this was a WTF day. Yeah, you know, you just watch things and just be amazed by people in their actions, I shall say. And nothing more really came of that day. Same, you know. I went to Wendy's for lunch. I don't normally go to Wendy's. I eat Wendy's. I'm a McDonald's kind of girl, but I wanted something different. You get tired of eating the same stuff, okay? And the hamburger helper was gone. So I went to Wendy's for lunch because sometimes fried stuff and you just need it, okay? You just need a little grease. I don't know. And of course, frustrated. It's just a lot. I just had a lot going on. I don't know if I was trying to cram some stuff in and prepare for this class, or it was something that was throwing me off that didn't give me enough time to study. And I was like, what's the point? What's the point of that right now? So I just kind of stopped. It was like, it is what it is. And I just need to go by the motto of um, one of my classmates. And she was like, I just came with a hope and a pencil. I was like, oh God, okay. So I'm just gonna come in with a hope and a pencil. So I tried to study for a little bit, and then I went to go take my finals. Well, I can say finals. I only had one. I had to go take my final. So it was for A and P2, and then of course I ended that day just trying to, well, kind of chatting with my mom, um, because I don't live near where I go to school, and so it was driving. Safety first, okay, safety first, people. Moving on to Friday coffee. I mean, coffee. We had an event at work, which was organized, unorganized chaos, if you know what that means. Like things was planned out, but not executed well. It was like a free for all type of thing. But they enjoy their tie dye shirts, and I guess that was one of the plus. But it was some other stuff that happened this day that people. Um, so to make me feel better, I went and had me some fried food, and I went to Popeyes. Okay, I had me some wings. I was tired this day because of the event was outside. I was sweating. I was hot. I was ready to go. Okay. So I came home, had me everything shower, like a little spa. Just I needed it. It just rejuvenated, and I had me some snacks, and I went and got my ass in bed. But I think here I had to move some things around because of the box situation. So I marked that I had popcorn. Um, when when I came home from work. So just as a little snack, because I think right after that I marked that I had ice cream and I did not have it together. Okay, it was kettle corn to make you feel better. It was a sweet popcorn, so it wasn't that bad. I don't think. I don't know. But anyway, I did check my grade and I passed. Yay! I could have found out what I made the day I took my final, but I didn't want to ruin my weekend, which made no sense because then I turned around Friday and looked. Okay. But I passed the class, and that's all that matters. And it was interesting because, not really, the teacher, she's in a program, and I feel like she was giving us homework because she had a lot of homework in her program. She said she didn't, but she did. Okay. Moving on to Saturday, I'm marking that I actually slept in. I woke up and had me some kettle corn. Did. Regret nothing. It was delicious. Yep. Had me some kettle corn. And then I played slash read on Chapters. It's an interactive reading app, which it just makes it animated or use animated characters, but it's based on real stories. It's good. So I use that app to like play slash read, and then I go and find the actual books that the stories are based on, and then I actually read the book. And so after that, um, I had a YouTube binge, and I just watching some YouTube. I had to get ready because I had to bathe two dogs after that, which is Milo, which is my mom's dog, not my dog, but he thinks he's my dog. And then I had to bathe my Bailey. So after they had their nice baths, I had some Bailey cuddles. You see me struggling with some stickers. I think this is where I had to cut two of the stickers towards the end, funky looking. So don't judge me if you make it this far, or if you made it this far in the video. Don't judge me, okay? I had to cut them. I had to make that shit fit, okay? I pulled the stickers. It had to fit. So yeah, that's kind of what happened there. So I didn't like the fact that I had that binge watch sticker with the white background, but I tried to shop my stash and use what I had, and so there we go. Okay, we buy these stickers and then we're like, oh, you don't really look good with that spread, girl. Use them stickers, and that's what I did, because I bought some more stickers because it was sales this week. Okay, so I had to justify buying them by using my older stickers. Okay. I rounded off the night by having me some pizza, and I had some 7 Brew. I don't understand that concoction and why I had that. I'm pretty sure it was spaced between both of those. I didn't have them together, okay? But I did have pizza, and then I had 7 Brew. So, see, I had coffee every day, even on Sunday, which we were going to get to. This is where I had to chop them stickers up and try to make it work. And you can see it looks a little janky. Janky? Is that a word? Janky? I don't know. Moving on to Sunday. This is the day for our moms. This is the Mother's Day, and I'm marking Mother's Day by using those slippers. Okay. And so I had to run some errands before everybody showed up, and we spent time with our mom. So I went to 7 Brew. Why I marked that out of order? Okay, I don't know. Well, no, I went to Walmart first, and then I went to 7 Brew, because 7 Brew is on the parking lot, or shared parking lot with Walmart's. And so after that, I went and got them some breakfast from the Waffle House. Waffle House is better than IHOP. I stand by that. So I went and got them some Waffle House, and then everybody showed up, and we gave our mom her gifts. She's very hard to shop for in a way. And then I had some pizza, apart from U.S. Pizza. I like their veggie pizza. Not that you ask or care, but the veggie pizza is really good. And then I rounded off the night by playing chapters. Okay. I am finishing up marking that. I'm sorry this is out of frame. This tripod thing I'm using is it's from Shein, so you already know. Okay, it's all right. But I am going to pull in the first half of the week and put them side by side. I'm going to zoom out my camera so you can see both sheets. It wasn't as foily as I wanted it to be. It's cute, but yeah, I don't really use too many sticker kits from this shop. But yeah, so I'm putting it into my planner because I think that's what you're supposed to do when you do these, and show you how it looks. It looked the same. This is the final spread. It's not as fully as I would like, but I did fold the scripts myself. If you know of any good paper, please let me know. I use online labels. I don't know if it's the paper or the foil. So I use this because it's easy to get. But anyway, if you like this video, think about liking, subscribing, chatting with me. Until next time, bye.